I'm a janitor or custodian for a elementary school district.
What were some of the biggest messes that you encountered?
There's a reverse waffle stomp of a vent. So there's like a vent above and someone just got like a patty of shit and just chucked it up there. I could honestly say I've seen some shit.
Literally.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Is this the Gecko?
Yeah, who is this?
Hey, this is Aaron.
Aaron, what are you doing right now? There's a lot of activity going on.
Yes, I am putting away equipment at the moment.
Okay.
But let me drop what I got going real quick.
Yes, if you could just put your entire life on hold to have this conversation with a gecko, that would be awesome.
Absolutely. Alrighty. How's it going?
Going good. I forgot your name already. What is it?
Aaron.
Aaron, what's going on, man? What do you want to talk about today?
Hey, no, I just thought I'd mention kind of what I do for work. I've been trying to call for, I want to say, I'd say COVID. Since COVID, I gave up, honestly, probably like 2 months ago, a little more than that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna send a text and see how it went.
Here we are, baby.
I see why everyone says they get nervous.
Nah, it's just you and me, dude. I'm alone in my house. You're alone wherever you are. Yeah, tell me about your job.
Oh man, so I'm a janitor or custodian for a elementary school district. I've done it for a little over 10 years now, and I didn't know if you'd want to hear some crazy stories.
I would love to hear some crazy stories. I bet you've seen truly horrific things.
I could honestly say I've seen some shit.
Literally.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. So I used to do like subbing. So I'd go to different schools. There's like junior highs and elementaries and stuff. The junior highs, you would think as the kids get older, they get better, but no, they don't. I have friends actually who work in like colleges, so it's grown adults, and they've seen some horrendous things. That just from what they describe, I'm like, oh, it's pretty crazy.
Do you but look, I'm gonna preface something for you, okay? I want you to know that this is we're on the XM network, all right? You can graphically describe whatever fountain of piss and shit you desire to describe. What were some of the biggest messes that you encountered?
Okay, so I was a sub. This was about, I want to say like 10 years ago. They shut down one of the restrooms, and so I got there, I got my keys. They're like, okay, here's your map. It was my first time at the school, so I had to get acquainted with where all the supplies, everything was. They're like, oh, by the way, we want to let you know we shut down the boys' restroom. And I'm like, oh, okay. They're like, yeah, you got a little surprise in there. I'm like, all right, cool. And so one of the OG custodians, I forgot what he called it. He had a certain name for it. But it's where they'll get a shit and they use it as a marker. And they'll just write whatever. And then, mind you, these are elementary school kids. And just some of the things they put is like, how did you, for one, know how to spell this? And then for two, they kind of got lazy with it, and like they're running out of ammo with it, so they just kind of started just spreading the shit. Literally, it was pretty horrible. And that was my first time at the school. That was my first time having a cleanup like that. And that fucking sucked. I wanted to leave. But so I mean, there's that. The junior highs.
Hold on. What did they write with this shit marker?
I don't remember the teacher's name with the shit marker. I don't remember the teacher's name, but they wrote one of the teachers as a bitch, and then they said, I forgot the principal's name, fuck so and so. And then mind you, that side of the school was probably like the first or second grade side. So it was pretty crazy. I'm trying to recall what else too. It was like more than that. But then, like I said, towards the end, it started just getting a little. They just got lazy with it and started wiping it, and yeah, it was fucked up. That was pretty fucked.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing that it's kind of sad that at first they were, putting some kind of artistry into it, and then they just got lazy and started smearing the shit everywhere.
No, yeah, it was definitely pretty crazy. But junior high kids, it's they'll go and oh man, so how do I put it? They'll get, like, we call them a Barbie box, and that's where they get the how do you put it? Like basically like the pads or whatever, used pads, and they'll go and fucking slam them up on the mirror or slam them behind the like the stalls, the door, so you wouldn't even know it's there. But if someone sat down, they're just staring at this frightening, bloody mess. It's pretty crazy. So there's like different protocols you have to clean because different disinfectants and whatnot. And at the same time, you're not trying to get anything on yourself either. So it's pretty crazy.
What's the absolute worst thing that you have seen in your 10 years?
There's a reverse waffle stomp of a vent. So there's like a vent above the big handicap stall, and it's like a gridded vent, and someone just got like a patty of shit and just chucked it up there. And that was pretty nasty. And then we had that was pretty fucked.
How did you clean?
That was probably the worst. How
did you clean that from above?
You have to take the vent off. There's only so much you can get on the vent, so you have to like physically take it off, and then whatever's inside the walls of the duct, cleaning that as well.
I have a lot of respect for you, because the second I saw that, I probably would have quit.
Oh yeah, no, I thought about it. There's times, and then I honestly, there's times where I'm like, fuck, I should have done something different in my life. But I'm trying to make money, trying to live. But I've heard stories. There's worse stories and stuff I've come across, so I know I don't got it so bad.
What is it that kept you going for the entire 10 years?
Oof. Aside from money, family.
Well, I guess money for your family?
Yeah. Well, yeah, basically, I'd say there's days you come in, it's like, crazy. Yeah, it's just small. You'll get like a full, like, just fucking Mr. Hanky in a urinal. And, you'll just come across different ways to, you work smarter, not harder, I'm not trying to, like, physically, but there's other dudes who don't, they don't care. They'll just, like, double glove it, grab it, and then, dump it down the toilet or whatever. I'm just kind of, it's still kind of like, it's crazy. It's a crazy job. It's not so bad, but like I said, once you get to high school, junior high is kind of bad. High school and college is worse, though. More pay.
So as the kids get older, the shit and piss messes actually get worse.
Oh, definitely. Colleges is. I mean, you go to a fucking Walmart. You go to a random Walmart somewhere. It's horrible there. That's another thing is I've come across is when I go on life, I'm on vacation, whether it be a hotel, wherever I go, you go travel. And that's another thing is I'm looking at cleanliness of everywhere that I go, especially like the whole COVID and everything kind of made it crazy because a lot of, how do I put it? A lot of supplies they give us, new different stuff, new chemicals. They had like some backpacks you'll see at like baseball games and stuff. You put like a solution and you got to like sanitize shit during the whole COVID. It was crazy, but yeah, it's pretty, it's pretty, it's shit. Some days it's shit. Other days it's pretty cool, pretty chill,
Are you ever on vacation or just kind of out and about in the world and you see a horrible diarrhea mess all over the stall and you think to yourself, thank God I don't have to clean this one?
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. I definitely feel bad for whoever has to. Bless their little spirit, but yeah, no, it's pretty it's pretty crazy. I feel like, not like put it on the spot, but like how do I put it? I don't even expect to get a call, so I'm just like trying to think of what else, because there's a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of shit that goes on. But
I gotta ask you this before we go: were the kids themselves, were they dicks to you?
No, they're pretty cool. You'll see them. They're, "Hi, how's it going, Mr. Eric?" And they're really they're cool. The kids are cool. Junior high kids, of course, they they start getting snotty little shits. High school kids haven't dealt with high school kids, but from what I hear, some of them are cool. Other ones, they little assholes. But I guess it's on the parents too.
Have you ever unintentionally created a diarrhea mess in a public bathroom?
No. Traveler skills, man.
Traveler skills?
No, the traveler pills.
Oh, what are the traveler pills?
There's like traveling, how do you put it? Because you never know, like you ever go on a trip and it's like your stomach will just fucking hit you. So if I go like long travels, I don't like having stomach issues, especially because I don't know the way restrooms are and stuff. I'd rather wait till, if I get to the hotel, and then, of course, I keep like Clorox wipes or shit like that, because of course, they clean the restrooms and stuff, but you don't know if they really do. Other people don't have the same standard of cleaning, so I just kind of don't, not that I don't trust whoever's cleaning it, but you never know, they could say they cleaned it and you have no idea who's fucking using it before you.
Do you think that you will continue to be a janitor, or do you desire to ever transition careers?
I've thought multiple times of pursuing, like, doing school and then being on the other side rather than getting cleaning classes is being on the other side of the fence, because I've heard a lot of stories like that too. I just don't like schooling. For me, it's like, how do I put it? I don't know, just the focus. As a kid, I was pretty, I was more focused, but as I got older, I was just like, school's kind of, I don't know. But, I think about it. There's times I've almost enrolled. I've thought about switching, actually moving out of going to a different state and trying to find something there, and something different. But there's also managers, you could get managerial positions, and, they request at least 10 years experience. So had over 10, about 12.
That sounds fun. I think after 10 years of cleaning up diarrhea, you've earned the right to tell other people to go clean up diarrhea.
Yeah, it just takes I'd say it's that taking that step to just do it, growing up the set and just saying fuck it, to of course pick up, move out, and then you got to put away, and then stack enough to bring family over, and so it'd be about a 2-month solitude kind of arc.
What being we're talking about like being a manager of like a sanitation thing, right?
Yeah, because I've found like in different states, they pay. I mean, I could find around here too, but it's just around here is not so well. Just depends, you go to different states and you have to travel, and it's like picking up and starting all over. But I'll just put it here while I can.
It's kind of cool because you're gonna have intel on which states in America have the worst diarrhea.
Lay it out a map. You'll have a whole map of it.
Don't go to Texas.
No, I've heard stories of barbecue.
What's your name again? Wait, hold on. Don't tell me.
Eric.
I'm actually... all right, Eric. Well, Eric, thanks for talking to me about all this stuff. This was fascinating. I didn't know that you could do a reverse waffle stomp. That's something that you really need some true malice to pull off. Is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go, Eric?
Shit. It's pretty crazy to have that asked. Don't do reverse waffle stomps. And keep your local restrooms clean.
Thanks for calling, Eric.
Yeah, have a good one.
We got to make like an ASPCA style commercial of very sad janitors asking, please do not do a reverse waffle stomp.
Yeah, hello. We connected?
Hey, what's up?
This must be the therapy Gecko, yeah?
Yeah, is this Robbie?
This is Robbie, man. I'm glad to talk to you.
Robbie, what's up, man? How's it going?
Good, man. How's your life?
I'm actually feeling pretty nice right now. It's always kind of a roll of the dice depending on the phase of the moon, but in this particular moment, I feel pretty good. What about you?
Sure. Lunar cycles, whatever transpires. Glad you took my call, man. So I did call you. I've been watching you for a little bit. Wanted to pose a question to you.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I have the opportunity to go, travel the world, use disability finances and XYZ for military. So I was, just to give a little backstory, previous special forces, got injured, got out. Went to school, really hasn't been my thing. It's been tough going back for biology. So I kind of just want to go travel the world. But my conundrum is, if I go travel the world in this crazy state that it's in, I'll leave my family behind. So I was curious as to your insight on that.
Well, tell me about your family. What's your family? Is it your mom and dad? Is that a wife and kid? Who's in the family?
Sure, no, it's just mom and dad. 5 siblings. Mom remarried, added 2 more. This year, we lost his oldest brother to an overdose.
Sorry to hear that.
So it's been tough for all of us, but it's part of the game, I suppose. It's part of the game of life. So, it's been a hell of a year, quite frankly. I broke my neck on a TV show last year, actually 12 months almost to the date. Since then, fiance had left.
I'm sorry, before you continue, you broke your neck on a TV show?
Yeah, survival TV show.
What survival TV show were you on?
Ooh, yeah, all right.
Did you sign a thing? Did you sign a thing?
No, it's out there now, so the thing is over.
Cool.
The NDA is over. Sure. Yeah, it's called Fight to Survive.
Okay.
It's on like Roku or whatever, if you have that.
How did you get involved with Fight to Survive?
I actually got recruited from a different survival TV show.
How many survival TV shows have you been on?
Just those 2. And then a couple other like low-level productions and like Amazon Prime, things of that nature. Nothing worth saying.
Do they find you because you're a special forces guy?
That was the initial reason they brought me out. And then they, because of my, I don't know, charisma on camera or whatever you might want to call it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's odd hearing you talk to me while I see you on a background flying way above space. That's cool though.
All right, so I'm sure we could talk forever about these reality TV experiences, yeah. But so you broke your neck. You were kind of running down with for me all the things that happened to you recently.
Right. Yeah. So what had transpired after that? Fiance left, found out. So I moved to a different city to be closer to her, just to find out she had a different boyfriend here. Left for him. Makes sense. I just lost a brother. I was in a dark spot. A couple months later, broke my wrist. Been locked up. Still in school for biology, doing my best left-handed. I'm a right-handed dude, so that's tough. And I recently just got the cast off. And my best friend is out in Southeast Asia, just exploring like Nepal, Thailand, Vietnam, hitting all those spots. And he invited me out there to go, come say what's up with him. But my only drawback is I'm gonna leave my family in this type of situation where, they already lost one son. What's it like if I have to go overseas and they're gonna lose another for a bit?
Robbie, I hope. I mean, dying and going on vacation are 2 very different things. I think that how long are you planning on being away for?
Indefinitely.
So you're just gonna go and see what happens.
That's kind of my game plan. Yeah.
Let me get into your head about this. Like, are you like? Can I ask how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 26.
And has family always been like I guess I want to hear about like family's clearly important to you, you know, because if it wasn't, you would be gone. You wouldn't be calling a Gecko to talk about this. So, you know, how did that come to be? Like, tell me about the role the family kind of plays in your life, you know, throughout your life.
I guess that's a hard question. You know, I grew up with 5 siblings. You know, I got my hand-me-downs from my cousins who ended up with my older brother who ended up with me. I guess I've always had family around. But I also joined, you know, military special forces to, but nobody ever said the same things that they say now. Where they're like, oh, what about your family? Like, are you abandoning your family to go do this? I get that from them now. But nobody said that when I went to leave for, you know, special forces. They were all totally fine with it then. It's a strange conundrum that I find myself in. That. Thank you for allowing me to talk to you about this.
Yeah, I find this fascinating. So, well, okay. What kind of like do you live with your parents?
I don't know. I'm on my own.
Okay, so what kinds of like stuff do you do for them? Where that are they dependent on you for anything?
Right now they're dependent as far as like community goes. So any day that I'm not in school, so I study biology 1 day a week at school, and the rest are online classes. But I go home pretty much every opportunity I get to spend as much time with the family. Especially considering this this future operation that I might endeavor.
And how many siblings do you have?
Well, now I have 5.
Okay, and are they all around? Is everyone's around?
No, 2 of them pretty much stay. You know, Colorado. Are you familiar with Colorado?
Yeah, I'm familiar with. Well, I've like. Yeah, I know Colorado. I don't know if I know every. I don't know like Lansdowne, Colorado.
Yeah, well, no, don't worry about it. The big numbers. So I got 2 in Boulder. My 2 brothers live together in Boulder. My sister lives in Colorado Springs, and I live in Denver.
Okay, so everyone's pretty close.
Yeah, not more than an hour and a half.
Okay. Well, look, all of that aside, man. You know, this is an interesting one to think about because I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer. You know, it all depends on like what you value, and I don't think that there's. Say again.
Help me out with that. Like,
I'm thinking it through.
Let's decide what's worth of value.
Yeah.
What is worth of value?
To me,
how much do you value?
Yeah. Well, to me, family is very important, and Robbie, you've spent a goddamn good amount of your life, a good amount of your adult life too, servicing the value that you have for your family, you know. But clearly, you also have a value. You also value adventure. You value experience. Do you not?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you gotta, you know, serve those values as well. And I think, I mean, bro, have you ever been outside of the country before?
Yeah, probably like, I don't know, 13, 14 countries or so. Yeah.
Cool.
I've been out and about.
Cool. I mean, look, man, first of all, the way you said indefinitely, it was as if the gates would close. Well, it was. Yeah. Oh, you're trying to expatriate, as in you're trying to renounce your American citizenship.
Not in the sense of renouncing you know, you don't have to renounce your citizenship, but you know, if I never come back, you know, it might be for good reason. Crazy shit's going on in America. I'm sorry, am I allowed to say that? Crazy stuff. is going on.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can say crazy. You can
Right.
say whatever you want.
Crazy shit's going on in America. Yeah.
Well, this could get very political, but what is it about America that you're trying to escape?
It very well could, and it could also get very scientific, but which also unfortunately is politicized. So I don't know how much of that I'm allowed to disclose with you.
Look, you can say whatever you want, but you know what?
Okay.
We don't even really. I don't even know if we need to get into specifics because.
Okay, fair.
Whatever. Who gives a shit? Who cares? I feel you too. I feel you too. There's a lot of.
That's my same thought. That's my same thought.
There's a lot of there's a lot of reasons to want to leave America for whoever you are. I mean, why does it have to be so? I guess what I'm lost on is why does it have to be so dire? Like, you can come back.
So drastic.
Yeah, you can come back.
I guess I'd love to come back. If I saw it in a spot where it's a spot that I want to be, and it's not. It's just so detrimental, the stuff that's going on. I don't want to participate in it. I say like our tax dollars are going into it, whatever it might be. If I'm a non-participant in that, it's like, I hate to use this comparison. It's like the Matrix, right? Red pill, blue pill. You can be ignorant in bliss, or you can recognize what's going on in non-participant. Be a non-participant in that fact. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why I'm calling to talk to somebody about it.
Sure. But I think I just, if I could say something, and this is just like how I think about shit, and I might be wrong, but whatever. I think it's more important to think about you than it is to think about like society and culture at large right now, right? Because what I'm hearing, and I know that you have some cultural, political, whatever hang-ups with America as a place that you want to, not
it's
support or participate with. But I'm reading more into this argument you have with yourself about wanting to go and live your life for yourself and adventure versus wanting to, be there to support your family, because both of those things are very important to you. And so, say again?
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct.
That's the hang-up. And so, look, I guess I don't understand why, and maybe has something to do with the political, cultural hang-ups that you have, but I don't see why this is a drastic, indefinite move. You can go. Many people will go to Southeast Asia for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and then come back. It doesn't have to be the most. You don't have to live your life decades at a time. You can do it a couple days, weeks, months at a time. You know what I'm saying?
No, I totally do. I get it. I'm concerned. Yeah, concerned about what is the next decade, weeks, months of. Even this current nation. I don't want to get political with it. We already talked about that. Let's not. It's
Well, let's do it here. You're collecting disability money? How are you making money?
Yeah, that's correct. And then I collect money to go to school.
Okay. Are you dropping out of
relatively handsomely?
Are you dropping out of school?
I might transition to online to complete my degree.
Cool. Yeah, and that you can do from anywhere. So okay, great. So you're in Thailand. You're living the laptop lifestyle, as they call it.
Well, I would do that, and then also train mixed martial arts nonstop. So I have a couple. I have one professional fight. Numerous amateur.
Yeah. That kind of sounds sick.
It kind of sounds like a sick life, right? Would I be?
Yeah.
But the only thing is, like, I got my family here, and they just we all just lost one of our 5 to suicide.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hate for my mom. Really, that's what hurts me. It's like thinking my mom's gonna lose another one. And I'm not. But at the same time, I also don't really want to come back if it's that awesome out there.
I will say, I'm the most out of shape person that you've talked to, at least in the past month. And
Not a chance, dude. I see you saying it. You're good.
Even I have had weird 3 a.m. fantasies about going training martial arts in Thailand. It sounds cool. But anyway, have you ever? Have you talked to your mom about this? I'm curious.
Yeah, mom knows. Grandpa knows. Siblings all know that this is where my heart's at. This is kind of where I want to go. And well, just to be completely forthcoming, I tried calling you a couple times prior, but at this point in time, tickets are booked, and I'm sending it.
So you're going. This isn't even a decision.
It's more of a like, hey, can you counsel me in a spot where, is there anything that I'm doing wrong? Question.
Look, I'm not in the business of telling people what to do or what not to do, but this is a tough one because I've got a big adventure bug myself, and when I do that kind of thing, I really do think to myself like, oh man, this is really just living your life to the fullest. And if that's what you want to do, that's the way to do it. It's to travel. It's very scary. It's very scary to live your life to the fullest in that way.
What do you think about that type of fear of the unknown?
I think it's so funny that you're like a badass fucking special ops guy, and you probably could fucking kill me by touching me. And the only thing that you're afraid of, it's not, guys with guns or big alligators. It's the unknown.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought right there, Gecko.
It's a very funny observation. The fear of the unknown. I don't know, man. I have a lot of the fear of the unknown myself. I have a lot of the fear of the unknown myself, and I think. Lately, here's how I've been dealing with the fear of the unknown. Yeah. It's if I try to be grateful when I'm facing the unknown, because a lot of the fear, like when I have fear of the unknown, I'm like, oh man, life's been cool so far. Is it gonna stay cool, or is it gonna suck? It's either the bad things that it could do is not stay cool and suck. But I try to be grateful, right? So I'm like, well, even if the future isn't as cool as how things have been, or if it sucks, it's like, well, I got to have everything. I got to live everything that was cool. I got to already have all these great experiences. I got to have this time with my family, these other good experiences, this time with my friends. I already lived so much great life. So I'm grateful for whatever great life I got to live, and so I'm not anxious about whether or not there's going to be more, because if there is, then that's a beautiful bonus, and I'm thankful for it. But if there's never any again, then I already had my fill of life being good. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but that's one thing. Can you like hit me with bullet points of that? I get hit in the head a lot. Can you hit me with bullet points? Oh God. Bullet points of that. I guess what I'm trying to say in short is that I'm grateful for my life as it has been so far. Right. And so that makes me worry less about the future, because I'm grateful for the past and the present enough that it quells my fear of the future. Does that make any sense?
It absolutely does. Do you must believe in some type of defining power then?
I don't really believe in. Not really. I don't believe in God or karmic forces or any kind of higher power that exists to intentionally move things around to make them the way that they are.
What about, you believe in yourself, right? You can move things around to make things how they are.
Yeah, I do. I believe in myself in terms of
And that's as far as it goes, as far as belief. Like, of what can change things, it's just strictly your third dimensional entity.
No, it's I have a little bit of control, and then there's a lot of other forces that are outside of my control. And those forces outside of my control are a little bit like God, you know? Like
Okay.
like the weatherman is kind of like God. He controls the weather. Well, he doesn't control the weather, he reports it, but
I don't know. If
you know,
that's
I'm
a
not in
fact, yeah.
control of what weather he reports. So I guess that kind of makes him like God.
Interested
Tell me-
in
all right.
your psychology. I mean, if you're going to call it, let's call it. But yeah, hands up. Cool.
I was gonna say, what about the unknown are you afraid of?
Failure to achieve potential would be my greatest fear. And you know, I can smack
Sure.
mad potential here in the States if I really sat down and like worked it. I guess I'm afraid of real work. I just want to do what I like doing. And what I like doing is training and traveling and meeting new people. And
Buddy.
it's
Yeah. Well, finish your thought before I interrupt you.
No, that pretty much was it. I like training, I like traveling, I like meeting new people, and I like pretty much just experiencing the world as it is.
Buddy, I'm also
Making jokes, having fun.
I'm also afraid of not. I'm also afraid of a real job. That's why I'm wearing a Gecko costume right now, and why I'm asking people to subscribe to my Supercast account.
That too.
And I'm also afraid of not reaching my potential. And actually, what I just told you about the whole being grateful for what I just told you about being grateful for the past and the present
Right.
has kind of helped me quell my fear of not reaching my potential, because I can look at my past and my present and be like, well, I did these things. I tried in this way. I kind of gave it my all. So maybe in that sense, I did reach my potential, you know? Or does potential even exist? Right? Or is potential just like a
What do you mean
completely
by that?
made up
How-
thing?
What would you mean potential is a made up thing?
Okay.
I mean, isn't there a
So
limit that we
here's-
can all reach?
I don't know. These are not fully
Human that
formed.
we could all be.
These are not fully formed thoughts. This might be just kind of a bunch of bullshit.
Fair.
But
Yeah, same with me.
I kind of feel like like say this, right? Like I'm not in great shape, okay? So let's say I have the potential theoretically to become an Olympic athlete, right?
Mhm.
But did I ever really? Because at the end of the day, there's certain, and I don't know. This is where I reconcile with like what is and not in my what is and what is not in my control, right? Because at the end of the day, there's certain fucking things in your brain that you don't really
Right.
even understand that
Yeah.
have influence over you and the decisions that you make and the way that
Yeah,
you
certainly.
live your life. And this is what's fucking weird to me is, in a way, like, I do believe that brain chemistry and just shit going on with you psychologically in your environment and whatever influence you to make the decisions that you make. So in some way, they are your decisions, and you were in control of whether or not you went out and became an Olympic athlete. But also, in some ways, you kind of weren't. But it's also, I get wrapped up to this because the more I feed the side of my brain that I think I'm not in control of, the more I feed that idea that I'm not in control, the more I get
It leads to
complacent
what?
and want to,
But it leads
eat
to what?
potato
If
chips.
you're not in control of it, then what is in control of it?
I had no fucking idea.
It's got to be subconscious. It's got to be some type of chemical reaction. And if you break down chemical reactions, what causes chemical reactions? What causes mechanics? What causes micro electronic? If you really break it all down, I hate to counter you on this one. I feel like it comes down to creative force, a destiny.
Like a
universal
god?
consciousness. Yeah, like a god.
It could be. There could be. I don't know. Well,
Yeah, well,
we've gotten.
maybe, I don't know either.
We've gotten so off track here. Or actually, no, I don't even think. No. I totally take back what we said. I totally take back what I just said. I regret saying that just now. That's antithetical to how I feel about this podcast because there is no track. Whatever track we were on was the track.
I concur, dude. This is a great combo.
So, look, you bought the tickets. That's awesome.
Yeah,
dude. I think when you're fucking dying, I think you're gonna be happy that you left your comfort zone and went and to experience the world. And clearly, that's what you want to do. You want to be out and about. You want to be meeting people, doing things, awake, alive in the universe. That's where you want to be.
100%. But the only
I get you. I'm the same way.
The only concurrence is that, damn, my mom, like our whole family had just lost a sibling to something stupid. I don't want to, man, if I did that twice, that's my only fear. That's my biggest fear. I don't care about if I got ate by a great white shark. I don't care while I'm surfing in Australia or got bit by a snake in Thailand. Like, I don't care. But what I'm really worried about is, like, how is my family going to deal with maybe 2 losses? Because that's dangerous out there. It's not the same as
when you say,
zone.
Dude, when you say 2 losses, are you referring to yourself?
Yeah.
Leaving America? Are you referring to yourself leaving and not coming back, or are you referring to some
dying.
possible danger that you'll die?
Like I get knocked out. Like I get knocked out of the game. Yeah. Eliminated.
well, in that case, before you fucking get in your car and drive down the street, you could think that about yourself, man. I mean, you're gonna die, and you
fair.
could die. You could die at home in America, or you could die in Thailand.
Damn, that's a good thought.
You could,
dude.
I didn't realize that's what you were talking about. If that's what you were talking about, then that's I mean, that's crazy. You have no control over whether or not some random fucking thing happens to you that kills you.
Yeah, that's kind of why I say it always happens in God's hands, I suppose. I should have died maybe 3 or 4 times already. I know that's not your game, which is cool. I won't push that. No politics, no religion. We'll do that. That's cool.
Were you trying to say that you feel like God is watching over you to make sure that you don't die?
No, I just know that every single person has been put here for a purpose. And
what do you think your purpose is?
Dude, who am I to say what my purpose is? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no idea. Not a chance. My purpose for a little while was to make people laugh with stand-up comedy. For a little while, it was to entertain people with this TV show. From before that, it was for a little while to entertain people with an MMA fighting career. Before that, it was, I guess, learning. Probably before that. I don't know what my purpose is.
It's very funny to me that you're about my age because you talk like you're 47.
Yeah. Is that good, or does that mean I'm closer to death?
No, no. I think I don't know. I don't know what that means. It's cool. You're a cool guy. I imagine you to be about twice my height.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably about what that would make you 7'2". You're about 7'2".
I'm 6. I'm like 5'11.8.
That's awesome. Yeah, man, go to Thailand. Well, you're already there. You already bought the tickets.
Fucking send it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fucking send it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
That's what I would do. That's what I'm probably going to do. That's what I'm probably going to do. I can do my stream from anywhere. I always think about hauling ass over.
Straight up. Get your ass out there, because I'm going. I'm be honest, I already have my heart set on it. I was trying to call you for a couple of months prior to this to deliberate a little bit, deliberate, a little bit, try to figure this whole thing out. But I came to my own conclusion. I'm sending it. Yeah, if you ever want to connect dots too.
I was gonna say if you ever start a fucking dojo out there, you let me know. I'll that would be a crazy ass video if I trained in the Gecko suit.
You could do that with how far away are you? I'm Sea Springs, Colorado Springs. If you ever feel like swinging through, shoot me a message. You got the numeros. So Yeah, absolutely. No joke. That would be a fun podcast. Plus, I feel like you and I could have a long form type discussion.
All right, I appreciate you putting that feeler out there. One of
Yeah,
these
that's
days,
just a feeler.
I'll put down the fucking Tootsie Rolls and go try to be a real
Do what you're
guy.
doing, bro. Do what you're doing. You are doing
Thanks, man.
great things.
Thanks, Robbie.
You are doing great things.
Thanks,
for
Robbie.
people. I love listening to your podcast. You're catching all stars on your podcast now. Fire, bro. You are literally catching fire. I'd love seeing it, love listening to it. Thank you for taking my call. I know I'm not supposed to say that. You rock.
Thanks, Robbie. And look, man, you're a good guy too. All right. I hope that you make just do me a favor. You made the decision. Yeah. You made the decision. You're going. You're doing it. Feel good about it. Feel happy about it, because making a decision making a definitive decision and then feeling bad about your decision, it's the opposite of having your cake and eating it too. It's like taking your cake and diarrheaing on it and then eating the diarrhea cake. Just eat the cake with no diarrhea.
You know what? You're a smart man, Gecko.
All right, you take care, Robbie. Thank you, man.
Likewise, brother. Take care. See ya.
I think he was trying to say I love you at the end, but he just couldn't do it. And I feel the same way. I love you too, Robbie. Thanks for calling. Good luck.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Am I speaking to the Gecko right now?
Yeah, you are. Am I speaking to Tyler?
Yes, you are. Hello.
Tyler, can you get off Discord real quick? Tyler, can you turn off every single appliance in your home except for your phone?
Okay, I will make sure my refrigerator is not running.
Good.
All right.
What's up, man? It says here that you wanted to talk about how you feel like you're a hoarder.
Yeah. So basically, I just collect anything that I get my hands on. I got a collection of those stupid little Five Nights at Freddy's figures. I got little Minecraft figurines. I got posters all around my room. I don't know if you remember that one promotional item that McDonald's did with that one clothing brand where they had the 4 eyes, but I have all of those figures. I have a box of Cause cereal. I have a lot.
I feel like there's a difference between just being a hoarder. I feel like there's a difference between being a hoarder and just decorating your room with stuff that you like.
I guess so, but a lot of it is just unnecessary. Like, I have a collection of Mountain Dew bottles. Mind you, they're filled with food coloring, so it looks like it has the soda still in them. So it kind of looks cool, but it's still just like garbage.
Would you consider those Mountain Dew bottles to be trash or decorations? Or memorabilia?
A little bit of both, probably.
Mm-hmm. How many Mountain Dew bottles are sitting around your room right now?
Are we going to count the actual bottles? Because I have 11.
What do you mean by actual bottles?
All right, so I'm kind of addicted to Mountain Dew as well as hoarding things. I have 4 separate boxes of cans, a mini box of Baja Blast, and 11 different bottles of just soda.
Are these like special bottles, or are they?
Oh yeah, these are limited. These are limited.
Okay, how many of the Mountain Dew bottles are limited edition collector's items, and then how many of them are just regular Mountain Dew bottles?
Technically all 11. Oh, wait, are we talking about the ones that are filled with the soda or the ones that are filled with the water?
How many of these are filled with soda? How many of these are filled with water?
I have, let me count them. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16, 17. I have 17 filled with water.
Why do you have 17 Mountain Dew bottles filled with water?
Well, it's colored. It has food coloring in it, so it's like it looks like the soda's still in it.
Did you put the food coloring in it?
Okay, hold on. Someone, Mr. Annoyed, just said, and how many piss? So I have a funny story with that. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. There's a flavor where it's lemonade, and there's another flavor with peach. I don't like either flavor, but when they're mixed together, it is very good. It's like a peach lemonade, and it looks like piss. So I have an empty bottle of Mountain Dew with the word piss on it, and I fill it up with my like piss yellow soda flavor, and it looks like piss. I just thought it was very funny.
I think that crosses the line into hoarding.
Yeah. See? I told you it was hoarding.
How hard would it be for you to throw these away?
Oh, it's going to be hard because I have another 6, 9, 10. I have another 16 empty cans.
Why do you feel like you have an emotional or sentimental attachment to these bottles?
Not really. I could probably throw them out easy, but my friend got me into it. So it's like kind of like a duo, me and him. I actually went to his house one time to try a flavor. He got like a birthday cake flavor, and it was like terrible. I hated it.
Do you think that your life would improve with the absence of these bottles, or is it better with the presence of these bottles?
I mean, I feel like it adds character, but if I stopped drinking the soda, it would probably be better.
I'm not a nutritionist, but I think that's probably true too.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything, just while we're on the phone and you're looking around the room, is there anything that you're like 100% sure you don't need that you can throw away?
I'm looking around now. I don't... Actually, that's not true. I ate a whole bag of potato chips last night.
Can you throw away the potato chip bag?
Yeah, I just threw it away. I got a little case of the munchies.
You just threw it away?
Yeah, I just threw it away. Don't worry.
Like just now?
Just now. It's here. Listen. It's in the garbage. Don't worry.
We made some progress.
We're making progress. I don't see anything else. There's probably just little papers on the floor that I could pick up later.
Tyler, you said your name was?
Yep.
Is there anything else that you want to tell me about this?
So, I wanted to get into this a little bit. I have a flavor, the birthday cake flavor.
Yeah.
I love riding my bike around a lot. It's like my bike is my little baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I ride my bike to my friend's house sometimes, the one I collect Mountain Dew with, and we sit on his front porch like king of the hill, and we just drink sodas. It's pretty chill.
That actually sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
See, now that you told me that, I understand. Okay, now I understand why you keep the bottles, because it's like they remind you of this time that you have with your friend, like you were kind of explaining to me. It's like a thing with you and your friend. You're not just collecting trash around your room.
No, and they're neatly organized too. It's not like they're just in some heap. It's on a shelf and all nice and neat. I could probably text you a picture.
Yeah, I'll look at a picture.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I could just... let me see. Yeah, this is my collection. I have a lot.
What's the most valuable bottle that you have in this collection?
I don't really know. Most of them are just filled up with water. So, probably none of them. The red Solo cup was the cake flavor.
Wait, so these have Oh, you have some
Yes.
Kickstarters in there too. So none of these are actually full. Do you just put food coloring in them?
Yeah, a few in the back are full because of their diet, and I don't really care about diet.
I like that the diets are like worth less to you.
Yeah, diets are worth less.
Well, Tyler, thanks for sharing this with me, man. Is there anything else that you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
There's this kid in my school. His name is Paul. He's a really nice guy, and I just wish I was able to be friends with him. And I don't really know how I could be friends with him.
Give him a.
Do you have any little tidbits of advice? He's really chill. He's really nice. I just want to be friends with Paul.
Why don't you invite him to come over to your house and look at your rare Mountain Dew collection?
That's not a bad idea. All right. Thank you, Lyle.
Yeah, thank you, Tyler.
You made my night.
You made mine.
Have a wonderful night.
Later, man.
Later.
Yeah, Tyler, if you're still listening, dude, if someone came up to me and was like, "Hey, me and my friend are gonna go drink rare Mountain Dews on a stoop like they do in King of the Hill. Do you want to come?" I would accept that invitation immediately. That's a good invitation to put out into the universe. It's a good activity to invite someone to. If I were Paul, I would want to be a part of that activity. Hello, folks. It's Lyle here. That's the end of this episode, but get this. I'm releasing a bonus episode this week. That's right, an entire extra hour of the podcast that you can listen to by becoming a premium member of Therapy Gecko over at therapygecko.supercast.com. Supercast subscribers get access to bonus episodes. They get a completely ad-free podcast feed of the regular show. They get recordings from my live shows, members-only streams, and they help support my ability to continue doing this podcast. So here's a clip from this week's members-only bonus episode. You texted me something. Can I read what you texted me?
Of course.
You said, "Hey, Lyle, my name is Drew. I've become obsessed with the idea of becoming the guy that gives the best head to the point where I am considering breaking up with my girlfriend so I can get better at giving head."
Yeah, that's pretty much accurate.
Tell me more about that. If you want to hear this full conversation, you can sign up to become a premium member at therapygecko.supercast.com or find the link in the episode description. That's therapygecko.supercast.com. All right, I have nothing else to say.
Therapy Gecko's on the line, taking your phone calls every night. Therapy Gecko's doing it right, he's teaching you how to live your life, but he's not